The Christian understanding of things is radically different from the worldview of things. The problem is we have adapted to the worldview of things. We have adapted to mugging up the information and the facts that the world presents to us, and we think that's the reality. But the truth of the matter is there's a higher reality. At the wedding of Cana, Jesus was there. The fact was wine ran out. That is a fact. What was the reality? There's one in the midst of them who can bring wine out of nowhere. We are stuck with the facts of this world. We are stuck with pieces of information that the world gives us. But the wisdom of God will take us to a place where we see beyond what the world is telling us, and that we understand God and what He can do. He can feed 5,000 men and their families with what? 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. The fact says not possible, but God says possible. If wisdom is the revelation of the knowledge of God, then living by wisdom is living by faith, which may make you look like a fool in the eyes of the world, but you're living by faith. A person cannot live by faith without confessing faith. So living by wisdom is living by faith, and living by faith is the living by the confession of faith. That means living by wisdom is the confession of your faith, is evidenced by the words that you speak. So if you're making the wrong confessions, which means you're not living by faith, which means you're not living wise. Now it's easy to look smart in the eyes of the world, can fool anybody in the world. But to be wise in the eyes of God takes faith.